Good afternoon, everyone. We are about to start our top of descent here momentarily into New Orleans. As I mentioned in my previous videos, we picked up the new New Orleans KMSY scenery, and for about 2 weeks now, we haven't had a chance to fly to it. So we departed Atlanta a little over 42 minutes ago. We had some great air traffic control service top down. We had delivery, ground, tower departure, and center online. So that was nice. But going into New Orleans here, it doesn't look like we have any air traffic controllers online at the moment. So we'll be on Unicom for this arrival. Winds are out of the east currently in New Orleans, so we're planning runway 11. And we will be on the Rhythm 4 arrival in the My transition. As you can see, we're arriving here from the northeast. We'll continue down south and take vectors after Rayop into runway 11. And again, it's a pretty standard approach. Weather looks good. We've got that programmed into the MCDU as well. I believe we've received our gate arrival information from company. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So we're expecting D6, Delta 6. We'll go ahead and print that out. Kind of ripped that. Let's do it again. There we go. So once we get below 10,000 feet, we'll call up GSX to have ground crew waiting for us. Delta 6, let's see, so we'll vacate runway 11 and exit right over to the D gates here. Pretty straightforward, so we'll have a nice rollout. We can go auto brake low and it'll roll us out to the end here. We've got about 12 miles to go. We can start down here. Our first fix or restriction is Zibo. We want to be at 200 at Zibo, so let's dial that in. And we'll type this out on Unicom, our arrival intentions, just to let the traffic in the area know that we're coming in. It was a pretty smooth flight out of Atlanta. We had some nice scenery on departure. I was going to record the entire flight, but doing long videos can get quite demanding on my PC at the moment. They take forever to upload, so we're going to try to keep them relatively short from here on out. I'll go back to the way I've been doing the videos in the past. We'll do a departure video and then cut it and come back for an arrival video, unless the flight is really short. been struggling with poor performance while recording. I think I might have finally figured it out. It doesn't appear to be stuttering or glitching here at the moment. But we'll see what it looks like when we quit the video and play it back. Let's get a nice shot here. I think after this we'll continue on over to Tampa, and then we'll probably go back to Atlanta. We'll either go back to Atlanta or head up to LaGuardia. We haven't been there in a little bit, so we'll see. I think tomorrow we'll pick the 787 back up, Quality Wing 787 Dreamliner. We've been neglecting it since the new FSLABS released 2 weeks ago. We've been doing only Airbus A320 flights. It's quite addicting. It's really enjoyable. The FSLABS has always been enjoyable, but all these new features, it just makes it that much better. But I'll probably give it a rest tomorrow and maybe do some mid-range or long-haul flights in the Dreamliner. Another enjoyable aircraft as well. So it looks like Fort Worth Center just came online. Generally when he comes online, Houston Center comes online as well to kind of partner the two center traffics and whatnot. And Houston Center controls New Orleans, so we'll see. If we're lucky enough, he'll jump online here and we'll have him on for our arrival. I don't see any other traffic coming in at the moment. Let's see, it looks like just us. Yep. Just us at the moment, which is fine. So again, after Ray-up, we'll take vectors for the approach and enter the downwind and left traffic, pick up the approach fix at Turtle. Let's make sure the weather still looks the same. Got 170 at 10, which I believe is what we have programmed in here. 10 statute of a mile. A few clouds at 250, 26 degrees Celsius, altimeter 3003. So we're looking good there. Weather is still up to date. Alright, we'll get the seatbelt signs on now so the cabin can prepare for arrival.
Please make sure your seatbelt is fastened. Seat back, tray tables in the upright and lock position. Your aisle armrest lowered. Ensure larger devices such as laptops are stowed at this time. Once we're on the ground, feel free to use your mobile devices while we transition the gate. Finally, please check around the seat area for any items ready to discard. We'll be landing shortly.
We're through 18,000. Our altimeter is 3003. That is set. Glide slope switches. And auto brake low. Alright, we'll continue our descent now to 8,000. Houston Center just came online. I figured that would happen. Like I said, they generally partner together. When one's online, the other generally comes on. So we'll call them up now. Houston Center, good afternoon. Delta 1402 out of 15.5 on the rhythm for arrival into New Orleans, approximately 1 nautical mile from rhythm. Alright, we'll change our arrival to runway 2 and altimeter 3003, thanks. That's interesting. Alright, so we'll expect 2. Got that changed. Let's update Viola Soft as well.
Correction, that'll be runway 2.
Alright, 20, expect 20, Delta 1402, thanks. Why is it not letting me change it now? Alright, that's fine. We'll restart that and get it back up later. Runway 20, so we'll get that programmed in. And there's no ILS for 20. Are we expecting the RNAV or localizer for Delta 1402?
lowest clouds you have are at 5,000, so you can expect visual.
We'll expect a visual for runway 20, Delta 1402, thanks.
Delta 1402 will catch your 630 on 3 miles.
Field in sight, Delta 1402.
Delta 1402, clear visual approach runway.
I'll clear the visual approach runway 20, Delta 1402.
Radio check.
Alright, so Houston Center, we're not going to make runway 20 this high. Vectors for us to go around for the approach again.
Sure, no problem. Fly heading 200, making 4,000.
200, 4000, Delta 1402. Yeah, so our arrival was programmed for, again, like I mentioned, runway 11. Had I known we were going to come directly into 20, we would have started down earlier and adjusted our altitude accordingly. But by the time he arrived, assigned us 20, we were way too high. We were never gonna make that runway. So that's fine. Now he'll vector us back in, and we'll shoot the approach. Otherwise, lovely scenery. They've done a phenomenal job.
Turn left heading.
Left 100, Delta 1402. And we're through 10,000, so No smoking signs on, and the landing lights can come on as well. Let's make sure we have the correct decision height for 20. 360. So we'll need to adjust that as well. Left 020, Delta 1402. So yeah, we were planning runway 11 initially. That would have given us a 9-knot crosswind with a 2-knot headwind, which would have been fine. We could have accepted that, but I guess 20 does make more sense. That gives us a headwind component of 9 knots, a slight crosswind of 2 knots. Alright, we're going to go ahead and let's see. So we've got that fixed dialed in just so I can have some reference. Yeah, this is a really nice scenery. They did a great job with the water as well. Looks fantastic.
Houston Center Delta 9260 on the Grand Valley Airline had Valley International IFR to Atlanta.
Damn it.
Delta 9660 Houston, very good. Standard Airport. Radar vectors, orbit, and miles. And 4,000.
Alright. Got GSX called up.
Alright, clear this off initially 4770 Delta 9260.
Delta 9660, is that correct? Flight is ready for tax. Stallion Q. Break Delta 1402, turn left heading 8.
Left 280, Delta 1402.
Approaching out first 991, Delta 9660. Exact runway right.
I'll expect 17 miles over call for taxi, Delta 9260.
There's our runway there. We'll actually take approach phase now. Let's make that speed. Let's make it 200. And we can take flaps 1, speed checks.
Turn left heading 220.
Left 220, Delta 1402. Continue left 200, jump Delta 1402. Alright, there is our airport and runway.
Note 2, when you roll out, will be at your 12 o'clock, about 1 miles from the
Field in sight, Delta 1402. There visual approach runway 20, Delta 1402, thanks. We're cleared to visual. My aircraft. And speed check flaps 2. We'll go 180 on the speed. Our missed approach altitude is 3,000. We'll leave that dialed in. Runway 20 clear land, Delta 1402. Flaps 3 to gear down. Final approach speed. We're all visual now. We'll lose the flight directors. Just a cabin, thank you. Alright, my throttles. And we'll go flaps full now. Alright, quick landing checklist. Gear down 3 greens, flaps full, all lights are on, cabin crew has been advised, spoilers are armed, and we've been clear to land runway 20. First approach altitude is set. Just checked.
100 above. 400. Minimum.
Let's continue and landing.
300.
Delta 9250 ready taxi.
200.
260 runway, right next by Alpha Cross. I have
100.
Well, there's an active runway still
50,
here.
40, 30, 20.
1 miles the
10,
Alpha Cross runway
5,
Delta 9260.
And we're down. First green, spoilers, decel. It's 80 knots manual braking, and we're out of reverse.
Delta 1402, welcome to New Orleans, exit right when able, exit park.
Right when able, parking our discretion, Delta 1402, thanks for the help. exit right here.
For ReShade, American 8159 with you, flight level 330.
We're in 1 hour 18 minutes.
135.75. Yep.
I apologize. Houston Center, American 8159 with you, flight level 330.
Alright, strobes can go to auto, turn-offs off, nose lights to taxi, we can kill the landing lights,
8159.
APU master.
American 81. There you are. Oh, yeah, we were just talking about your route. Okay. Radar contact.
Unconventional approach,
0 miles north of New Orleans.
but what else is new for me? But we are down and down safe nonetheless, so we'll take it. Could have used more of a flare on the landing, but that's fine. Alright, Delta 6 is around the corner here. Flap is open. Fire up the APU.
Houston Center, Delta 9260, radio 17 right.
This is really a gorgeous airport.
Delta 960, wind 19 or
17 right, close take off, Delta 9260.
That's Delta 8. Oh, we're over there, okay. He is waving his arms frantically. We see you, buddy.
radar contact 505 maintain 3 50 working so far.
Climb maintain flight level 350, waiting to get the rest of that for Delta 9260.
Nice.
Alright, we are good right here. Parking brake set. We got APU available. We can kill engine 2, engine 1. Parked a bit askew. Beacon off. Seatbelt signs off. No smoking auto. Fuel pumps can go. What else? What else? What else? Nav lights to 1. SOD is unavailable. Well, that sucks. Probably because I parked so terrible.
Houston Center, Southwest 1922, with you, 11,000.
There it goes.
Flight level 130.
Alright, folks. We are down here in New Orleans. Well, we're gonna reload up here, get fueled, get boarded, and head on over to Tampa. We'll possibly record that one, not sure yet.
Okay, baggage handling is complete and the aircraft is cleared.
But we'll see. Until then, until next time, take care and we'll catch you later.